before we start recording.
No. Are you good?
I'm good. Are you good? I just want to make sure before.
I'm good. But are you good?
I'm good. I'm just making sure you're good. That's all.
That's all I'm doing too. Are you good?
I'm good.
Good.
This is Tailgate Talk. Grab yourself a folding chair and a cold one, because we've got sports talk fresh off the grill. Hosted by DB Cooper and Itty Bitty Ute. Produced by Jaywalk. Tailgate 34 starts right now.
I don't know if you're good, but I'm good. I will say, I feel like I have kind of a banger of a sheet to go over.
Do you want to go over it with me?
I mean, it's just things that I've thought of as far like what I texted the other day. Whitt to Michigan, Scalley.
Did he go?
DC's.
Did he sign?
Well, we gotta hold for that for when we're actually going when it's live. Though. Welcome on into the Tailgate Talk podcast, where the pina coladas are cold and the Hockalooey pig is hot. Alongside me, itty bitty Ute. I'm DB Cooper on the ones and twos. Jaywalk. Wait. Jaywalk on the ones and twos. For anyone that's noticed, I haven't given the shout out the last couple episodes. Got to add Jaywalk on the ones and twos now. How are you feeling about that, Itty?
He's slinging the ones, twos, threes, and fours. Whew.
Have you noticed how better the deadline for when we release the pod has gotten in the last couple, coincidentally, in the last couple episodes compared to the first 30?
I may have noticed, yes. I may have.
First 30 was all over the place. Last two, we send
Shots.
it out, it gets back on our desk.
Shots.
So nice. It's nice. It's just nice.
Shots.
I don't know what could have changed, but Jaywalk on the ones too has been incredible. What's up, Itty Bitty? What do you got?
I got a question for you, okay?
Please.
It's like postseason fantasy football right now. Usually it's the championship week. Maybe it's next week, but
Sure.
I'm in a big
the
cousin.
champion. I will say really quick, the championship should be this week. If you are in a
Yes.
league that the championship is the last week of the season, you're an all-time dummy. Sorry.
Yes,
Go ahead.
I agree. Even maybe last week should have been the championship week.
True, because there were a lot
Yeah.
of guys sitting this week for tanking or the game didn't matter. So you might be right on that. Week 16 probably should be it. Sorry, go ahead.
Especially with the league expanding an additional week. Just keep it the same. Anyways, big cousin league. A lot of us in there. My brother, let's call him Steve, is in the championship round.
Okay.
Steve. Itty bitty Steve.
Itty bitty Steve.
Did not pay his dues until today, when he, I think, realized he was in the championship round, and was like, "Oh shit, I should probably pay those dues." So if you are a league member, I got a couple questions. I'm gonna ask you a couple in a row. One, if you're the commissioner, what do you do? Two, if you're a league member, what do you do? And then three, I think we're on the same page. If I was Steve, I would still try to sneak in because you got nothing to lose. So,
Can I ask some clarifying questions before I answer those?
yes, please.
Okay, so we know it's a cousin league. What is the buy-in?
The buy-in is $25 per person, so it's a small buy-in.
Okay. Then, is this the first year of the league, or has the league been going for a minute?
It's been going for about 10 plus years.
Okay, good. Has this type of issue ever, to your knowledge, been happening?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's my answer. If I was the commissioner I would blame myself this year that it got to that point. There should be a strict deadline to everyone. If it's not in, I typically say week 1, but if you want to give some grace, do like week 4. If it's not in by week 4, you are done.
Out.
Or maybe a 2-strike policy. You do it 1 year. Things happen. But if it happens back-to-back years or more than once, then something you got to clarify that as the commissioner. I imagine the commissioner did not enforce or scare anyone for missing the deadline. That's the first question. What I would do is if I was commissioner. Second, what would I do if? Can I answer what I would do if I was Steve? Next.
Yeah.
Actually, what I'd do is, because you also asked what would you do as a league member. League member, I'll just answer that next. Nothing.
Okay.
In fact, a league member shouldn't know that this happened. Third question, third answer. What would I do if I was Steve? I think the honorable thing that I would do if I was Steve, not that Steve's me and I'm not Steve, but if I were Steve, itty-bitty Steve, I would hope to win this week. And if you do win as Steve, you got to split the pot a little bit amongst the other members of the league as reparations, if you will, or maybe at least to the commissioner, but little, something, a little kickback. I'm not saying the full buy-in for everyone. I'm not, nothing like that, but a little kickback, maybe $5 a person. And it, even if you don't win, you should probably pay $5 a person. That's what I would do. I'm a man of honor, though.
Yeah. There was a lot of controversy.
Enough about me. What do you got?
Yeah. I'm in between. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, let's give some grace, but also you got to make an example out of this. I mean, we don't need to go on like a public execution, but like you might need to give it a second place and be like, this is what happens. This is what happens. So I kind of went back and forth. Steve did pay his dues this morning and even threw some at the commissioner.
Okay.
So I think that's really fair.
Yep.
However, it is on the commissioner to send the text today and be like, oh, if you haven't paid, this commissioner has done this once or twice already this season. But then I think the commissioner was out of the playoffs and realized, okay, I got to get payments ready. Oh, they didn't pay. So, I don't know. I'd stirred the pot because it's itty-bitty Steve.
Right.
But I was just curious what your
fair.
thoughts were. Chat, I want to hear what people think, too. And
yeah, let us know in the comments. What do you think of this situation? What you guys would do? Very good question. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And one that hits home. I run a 16-player college football pick'em league, and
Yeah.
everyone's really good about paying their dues and that, and I'm blessed with that situation. So, yeah, I'm more on it's on fault of the commissioner. As somebody that does it for 16 people, he can do it for 10.
Quick follow-up question. Let's say you
Yes,
do
please.
win fantasy or this pick'em league.
Yeah.
You get the money. Do you just send the buy-in for next year immediately?
No.
Or do you hold on to it?
Yeah, no, don't. Again, this is just me, and everyone's different, and there's no right or wrong. This is just me. If you win the league, don't send the money in advance, because then the commissioner, that's just a hassle for the commissioner. He has to hold on to that, and it's nice when you're holding on to the money. It's nice to kind of get that out of the account, and you don't have to worry about it until the next season. So don't offer to send the buy-in. That peeves me a little bit. But if you win, you should tip the commissioner off your winnings.
I agree. And that's how I am with the Bountiful Open. Everyone sent me money's like, hold on to it next June. I'm like, no, I'm not going to sit there with thousands of dollars. No.
Yeah, no, that's...
Especially when Skip comes calling after my bets.
right. Then that's when you start thinking you have more money in your account than you actually do, and the bets get larger, and then the bets lose, and you're like, I don't have this money. And it's a mess.
It's a disaster.
Cool. Well, anything else you want to cover, or should we just wrap it up?
Are you in? Yeah, I'm good to call it an episode if you are.
Yeah, I mean that's a solid 10 minutes. Appreciate everyone listening.
Yeah.
Episode 34. Just kidding.
Go Utes. Are you still in Indiana?
Still in Indiana. Thanks for asking. Still in Indiana. It's beautiful. Tan's getting nice. It's getting nice. You got to come to Indiana sometime if you've never been. It's incredible.
Wow.
Pina coladas, sipping. Had Cajun garlic shrimp the other day, and I'm still thinking about it. It's in the Spank Bank. It's reserved. It's on top of my mind every second of the day.
Damn.
I've had ice cream on the balcony overlooking the plains of Indiana every night. So it's been wonderful. Thanks for asking. Indiana's great. Where are you at? Just the homestead?
The homestead. Back in town, baby. Ready for the bowl game now.
Love it. Yeah, so been great. Love it. The people that held me captive got me, they said 2 days, you're out of here. I don't know what I did. I never said what they wanted me to say, but I said 2 days, you're out of here. Those paying attention this week, Whitt to Michigan. Official. We talked a little bit about it last week, but it wasn't official. This week, it is official. Itty Bitty, tell me, how are you feeling?
Next question.
Oh, not good.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, you were saying it was the Vegas favorite, and people were still like, "Oh, yeah, it's not happening." And I think it was the next day, wasn't it? No, it was the day after Christmas.
We recorded Sunday, so yeah, it was
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So heard it here first on Tailgate Talk You.
5 days.
Yeah, you know what? It's a blur. Okay.
I was 5 days early though, and
yeah.
Just really quickly to that point, as far as being the odds favorite, the morning when it became official, all I could think about was how big of an idiot was I for not buying more.
Yeah.
I put more into that because got great odds.
Yeah, it was great. It feels a lot like Urban to Florida. We're losing our all-time great to go to a Blue Blood, and I'll be cheering for him. I think we had this idea he was going to retire. We're going to keep our staff. Morgan was going to take over, and we are just going to keep going. And that's not the case. He's gonna gouge us, bro. We've been gouged already. So, and it's fine. I mean, Urban took Mullen. It wasn't, this isn't the first time. So,
Urban cleaned house. That's Whitt had a fully restaff and replayer because he also took a ton of solid players, and we lost a lot. So, Scalley's not going to Whitt's not going to give Scalley much sympathy in that concern.
True.
But yeah, crazy. I thought the video of him wearing the block M was AI. I saw that going around. That's the first time that I felt pain with it all. First, I was excited, and I still am excited, and I'm good with it. But when I saw that video wearing the block M and a different logo than ours, it really hit home, and that was painful. I did notice something cool about this whole situation. Would you like to hear?
I would love to hear.
Okay. The number keeps following Whitt around.
The number?
The 22nd head coach of Michigan football, Kyle Whittingham.
Damn.
Just keeps following. Thought that was interesting. What I thought was more interesting, though, one thing that I wanted to share was in Michigan's history, they've had 3 seasons of a quarterback throwing for more than 3,000 yards. Do you know how many times Whitt had a quarterback throw for 3,000 yards in his 21 years as the head coach? Twice. So he's we dog on his offense we as in the fan base kind of, there's a consensus that it hasn't been the greatest offense in his time here. But he's almost had, and it's mostly been that he's run focused and people want air raid. It was like the time of the air raid, and he's doing the complete opposite. Frustrated a lot of people. I got it. I understand. But like, he's almost had as many in 20 years, 3,000 yard passing quarterbacks that Michigan has in its entire history, which I thought was
That's
incredible.
crazy. Was it Brian Johnson and Cam Rising?
Nope, it was Cam Rising. I can't remember if it was 21 or 22. I think it was 22.
Okay.
And then Huntley, 19.
Huntley.
Both Ludwig, which
Wow.
which when I sat back, I thought was funny too, because if most people would say, "Oh, Ludwig never threw the ball,"
Yeah.
but those are the quarterbacks, and Brian Johnson was under Ludwig too. So like, the other guess that
Yeah.
people would have in there being Brian Johnson was also a Ludwig quarterback, which is funny.
Yeah.
It's also another.
Wow. Interesting. Good for Whitt, man. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's like seeing, it's the high school girlfriend. You break up. You're like, oh, she might be going on a date with another guy, and then you see it, and you're like, oh shit, dude, that's a kick in the nuts.
It's different. When
And then
when
he
you
was
actually
doing
see it.
the M, and everyone's like, oh, it's the upside down U, and
Bro, you know what's
it's too
so-
close.
Can I tell you what's so funny about that exact thing? A month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, me and Old Man Swan were watching TV, a football game, and a commercial came on, and it's the famous cotton candy stealing commercial that's been on a billion times in the last year.
So good.
And Old Man Swan stopped it, and he rewound, and he got to the guy in the background, or maybe it's Woodson actually. He's doing the block M with his hands.
Uh-huh.
And Old Man Swan goes, "This whole time I thought BYU fans were doing an upside down U, but they're actually just doing Michigan's hand sign." And at the time I was like, like
Clever.
Kirill needs knee slapper,
Yeah.
good quality dad joke. But it kind of went on throughout my day, and now this is all I can think about, because when I saw Whitt do it, it's like it hits different, but it's crazy, dude. It's absolutely
insane.
crazy we're here.
Yeah. Wild. Yeah, it's I think we would all be in agreement that it would just been better if he retired, because he's a Utah man, but it's okay. I'm excited. I want to make the win a natty, and here's a good question for you.
Please.
Does he win a playoff game first, or does Utah make the playoffs first? Because they're going to make the playoffs most years. Even going 10-2, 9-3.
I think as a betting man, I would have to take that he gets a playoff win first.
Damn.
Because I want to get into what our expectations are going into next season. Mm-hmm. So I'll answer that then. But I mean, I definitely I think it would be a disappointing first season with what he has at Michigan. I think it would be a disappointing first season if he didn't win one playoff game next year.
Or are they just like, let's just not have a coach that gets his dick hard for anything that walks by? Maybe that's the expectation.
True. Could be. No, I think the expectation is playoff win. Bare
They don't care.
minimum.
They don't care.
It's beat Ohio
Yeah.
State. I think he's got to win in the 5 years of his contract. I think he's got to go 3-2, or they're going to hate him.
Mm-hmm.
I think anything, if he has a losing record against Ohio State, he's done for as far as people liking him. It's just a different ball game, dude.
Follow-up question. We know it's a different ballgame, but the Holy War's up there still.
Sure.
And I was talking to a buddy who's an Ohio State fan today, and he was saying if you, especially, in today's age of football with NIL, all this going on, if you lose to your rival 3 times in a row, you should be fired. Thoughts about that?
I think it's a little harsh. I would go 4 times, because I think if you lose twice on your home field to your rival,
Yeah. Okay.
I can't expect you to go into the opposing territory and win. But I think it should be if you lose twice on your home field to your rival.
Okay. Yeah.
If you're a big time program.
Yeah. So devil's advocate, Whitt was there. He lost 3 in a row. 2 was in Provo, so he didn't quite hit the 4th. But yeah, Morgan's starting at home this year. So
I can't wait to all starts next year for Scalley. He's on the clock.
Yeah.
He'll have 3 true seasons to make sure he gets at least 1 win. Because if he goes down there and beats them down there, it's not necessarily back-to-back home losses for me. It's consecutive losses in a row with at least 2 of them being at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on kind of your thoughts on Whitt and where we're at with that? If not, I'm kind of ready to turn the page until the next thing happens.
Yeah, I sent you a video, and I kind of want to just gather your thoughts on it. I think Whitt, and it explained this whole situation perfectly, because we've been in this wishy-washy period of Whitt for, 5 years now?
Yep.
And so it's kind of, it's unfair to some boosters, some players, some coaches, so forth. But pretty much what they explained is, like, Whitt was done. He was ready to be done. And then all of a sudden we bring in our number 1 class, or our best 2 recruits we've ever had. And I think Whitt thought about it, right, and was like, oh, I mean, what can I do with these guys? And then the whole PE deal hit, and then he's like, oh, we have a ton of money now.
Yeah.
I wonder what I could do with that. And I think that's why he wanted to come back, and Utah was like, Morgan's our guy. And then Michigan called, and he's like, oh, now I can play with Michigan athletes and Michigan money. Yeah. No wonder he signed a 5-year deal.
Yep.
So I think that's the perfect explanation. And I didn't hear. I'll have to figure out who I heard it from, but I don't know. Thoughts?
I'm right there with you. I think it's reasonable, and I don't blame. There's a lot to this where you're either in one of 4 groups. It feels like you're either blaming Whitt, you're blaming Harlan, or you think it's somewhere kind of down in the middle. Whatever it may be. I don't blame our administration, even Harlan, for how this went down. You can't let even a legend, but nobody's bigger than the brand, and you can't let anyone, even a legend, hold the program hostage.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, like, not knowing, you say it's going to be your last year, or you're down to your last couple, and then we get to it, and you're not, and you're asking one more, and it's just keeps happening. That's holding a program hostage, because the program can't continue to move forward if you're just stuck in place. So I don't blame that, and I don't think that was Whitt's intention to hold the program hostage. I think you're right there, like that thought. He's probably was drained after a season like last, and then you get some resources and some recruits and stuff that you maybe weren't expecting to get, and it might re-energize you.
Yeah.
But
agreed.
I think it all worked out, and I don't think it's any huge blow up, or I don't know. I could be wrong, but
yeah.
No,
I'm with you. I think for the future is the best. But before we turn the page, you said this, I think last episode. Like, this is Whitt's probably biggest regret at Utah was saying years ago he's going to be done at 65.
Yeah.
And then as we approached, right, he was wishy-washy about it all. Did you see his quote today? He talked about that.
Go ahead, say it.
He said, I signed a 5-year contract. I made a mistake in Utah. They started asking me about retirement, and I started answering questions and giving my own thing.
Yep.
I don't think I'm old. I'm 66, but it's not that old. I feel like I have enough energy and juice to get through this. And so he's pretty much telling Michigan, I got 5 years. And he never did that with us. And he realized that was a mistake, and that's cool, dude. He owned up to it, and
yep.
Legend.
I thought the words coming out that made mistake. He took some accountability in that quote, because I think a lot of people are missing that. I think Utah made mistakes along the process.
Oh, for sure.
There's no way they handled it perfectly.
Yeah.
But people sweep under like what Whitt may or may not have done. I think Whitt made mistakes, and if there's one thing that Scalley, I guarantee, learned from Whitt outside of X's and O's, it has to be never state how long you plan on coaching for. Just never state it. Once you start getting up there in age, like, and you think you're, then you start working it out. But Whitt's biggest downfall was once upon a time saying the number 65, with having no idea how he would actually feel at 65, only how he thought he would feel at 65. Got to think that Scalley figured that out. I'm ready, if you're ready, to turn the page. Turn
the page.
Turn the page.
The page. The page is now turned.
The page is turned to the Scalley era. Scalley is official. First game is going to be this bowl game. I would love to win the bowl game and have tout all offseason that my head coach is undefeated in their career and yours isn't. So let's, something's on the line for the bowl game. All right, really quickly. The big thing with what's going on with Scalley, and it involves the Michigan thing, we're losing assistants. For those that don't know, who have we officially lost at this point? No one, right? No one officially. Okay. Might change by the time this comes out because Jaywalk's always late on his deadlines. But as of right now, we haven't lost assistants. It's pretty well assumed we're losing them Beck and we're losing Harding. Those are pretty well assumed. The other names that are floating around are like Lewis Powell,
Micah Simon,
Coy Detmer, kind of all the offensive guys other than our running back coach, Coach Hay. That's kind of like where we're at. Things could change. Beck could stay. Who knows? Whatever. That's kind of where we're at. So, assuming we're losing assistants, Scalley's going to have to hire some people. I got kind of a rough 3-name wish list that I want to see on Scalley's staff in some way or fashion, form or fashion. All 3 BYU guys currently.
Whoa.
Currently on BYU. Currently on BYU.
Wow.
BYU. All 3 currently are employed by BYU.
Okay.
Do you want me to go from 3 to 1 or 1 to 3?
3 to 1.
3. Currently an offensive analyst for the BYU Brigham Young University Cougars. Former Utah wide receiver and Houston wide receiver, Raylon Singleton. That's 3. Any thoughts, or do you want to?
No, go ahead.
Number 2. Currently a defensive tackle coach for BYU, Brigham Young University. Former coach and player at the University of Utah, Sione Pa'ua.
Yes.
We need Sione back.
Yeah, we need him back.
The number 1 guy, I'm just going to jump to it, the number 1 guy that Scalley, in my opinion, has to get on the staff, assuming he doesn't go to Michigan. If he goes to Michigan, I kind of understand, but I think giving his wise counsel to Morgan Scalley is a bigger need than what he could provide Whitt. Current analyst for Brigham Young University, former coach and player, Gary Anderson.
Love it. Yeah. I'm with you, especially on Gary.
He had, okay, Gary probably wants to try to win a national championship too, so I can't, if he goes to Whitt and he wants to team up with the boys still and be there with the homies, I get it, but he could provide Scalley so much wisdom in how to do this. I was looking up his kind of bio in preparation Can I just list off where he's been in his coaching ranks, just in his coaching ranks for you?
Please.
And you can't tell me this wouldn't be a big asset to have in Morgan Scalley's back pocket. 1 second, please. I was blown away when I realized this was just his coaching. This was just his coaching, not his playing tree, nothing. This is all coaching. In 1988, Gary Anderson started coaching at Southeastern Louisiana as the assistant head coach / offense coordinator. He was just there for one season. Then he came back from 89 to 91 to be the Ricks College offensive line coach. Then from 92 to 93, he went to Idaho State. Bengal or Vandal? Bengal. Defensive line coach. Then, for one season and one season only, he moved to Park City and was there the high school head coach of Park City High School. He did that for 1 year. Then he did for 2 years in Northern Arizona. He was the assistant head coach / special teams coordinator / defensive line coach. He did that from 95 to 96. Then in 97, he was here at Utah until 2000 as our defensive tackles coach. In 2001, he got promoted to assistant head coach / defensive tackle and strong side ends coach. In 2002, he added another title to all that as a special teams coordinator. 2003, Southern Utah head coach. 2004, defensive line at Utah. 2005 to 2008, pretty good years if you ask me. Assistant head coach, defense coordinator, defensive line, University of Utah. From 2009 to 2012, Utah State's head coach. From 2013 to 2014, Wisconsin's head coach. From 2015 to 2017, Oregon State's head coach. 2018, Utah assistant head coach, associate head coach / defensive line. 2019 to 2020, Utah State's head coach. 21 to 22, Weber State analyst. 2024 and this year, BYU senior analyst. Was that 5 minutes of reading off coaching experience that he could help guide the ship with a friend in Morgan Scalley?
Yeah, I think he needs to build his resume a little more. That's crazy. I knew he I knew he bounced around, but that's I think the craziest thing to me was he was the associate head coach and stepped down to be a high school head coach. That's just insane.
Well, living in Park City, it might have been Mrs. Anderson going, Gary, it's not very nice over here in Idaho.
Gary,
can we get to Park City for a year?
Gary,
could have been something like that, but I just think that that's so much experience and he's seen everything in the coaching game, and not that I want him to tell Morgan how to do it. I want Morgan to do what Morgan needs to do it. Mm-hmm. But if Morgan ever has a question or Gary sees some red flags on the horizon, Gary can just always be there in Morgan's ear if needed. And I think it makes way too much sense.
Dude, that's one of your best theories I think I've heard.
Wow.
I love it.
And I've had some good ones.
Yeah.
You always like my theories.
I'm a hype guy, I don't like to, disappoint people. That's a great one. And I kind of feel like his head coaching, that stuff's done. He's there to just kind of no pressure, help the program, help his coaches. And so I think him and Jay Hill have a really good thing. So if Jay Hill does go to Michigan, which it sounds like it is, I could totally see him rolling with him. But that should be Morgan's first call, one of his first calls.
Yeah, and again, if he goes to Michigan, it won't shock me. I won't look differently on Gary Anderson or anything. It's all good. I understand. But if we're all just being adults, it makes a lot of sense to go help out the boy, in my opinion.
Yeah. Agreed.
Do you think if Whitt rode off into the sunset, never to be heard from in the college ranks ever again. And everything kind of worked out how we maybe thought it was going to a little bit for next year. Do you think Morgan Scalley would have retained the entire coaching staff?
I don't think the entire staff, because I could see like Freddie retiring with his brother.
Sure.
But I could see Beck staying. I could see Harding staying. I could see Lewis Powell staying. Every year we're going to lose a coach or two, and especially with the head coaching change. But I don't think it was going to be this bad if everything stays true.
Right.
Yeah.
It happens. I get like the sentiment that it feels like we're getting picked apart, and I'm probably being too much of a too much of an optimist and not enough of a realist in this situation. The guys that are going to go with Whitt were clearly Whitt guys. They might have had some allegiance. They obviously had some allegiance to the university, but make no mistake, the number one priority as far as outside of their family and things like that, obviously, their number one person was Whitt over the university. Mm-hmm. That's fine. I'm sure there were Saban guys. I think there were James Franklin guys at Penn State. It's totally normal, and I think Harding, I think Powell, I think Beck, I think those were Whitt guys. I want Scalley to find Scalley guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's one of the best evaluators 100%. In the game. He knows who's a good coach. He knows who can coach like him. Mm-hmm. He needs guys that the philosophy is going to change a little bit, I imagine, with Scalley. He needs guys that he knows can teach the Scalley philosophy, not the Whitt philosophy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, quickly, if you keep kind of the same exact crew, even those great coaches like a Harding and Powell, how long until one of them starts thinking, it's not the way Whitt did it?
Yeah.
Might not
pretty
be
quick,
very long.
Probably. Yeah.
It might be at the first sign of issue or turbulence, which are normal. Might be at the very first churn where somebody goes, that's not the way Whitt would have done it.
Yeah.
And that can snowball. So you need Scalley guys that know this is how Scalley's going to do it. And I'm okay with the turnover we're experiencing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we have some on the staff already. I think Swan is one. I think Shaw's one. I really do.
People
guy. Yeah, I think people will be like, "Oh, he's a Whitt guy." He can be both.
He can. He can. I think he's
a Scalley guy.
He's a possible university guy.
Right.
Like the university might mean more than he might align with the university more than a particular guy. But I think he is a Scalley guy over.
And that's Scalley, dude.
Yeah.
Scalley is
exactly.
He is a true blood Ute, and
yep.
Yeah, we talked about it 100 times, but I also think Coach A now is a Scalley guy.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have plenty of them, dude, and of course, his connections are. He's got to get a safeties coach now. Who's it gonna be? A Scalley guy. Yeah. Weddle, Rojo, whoever it is,
So I have this is pretty much, it was all put out there publicly on Spaces, so just to fill people in, you can cash the check now for one. Jay Hill, he's gone to Michigan. I'll cash that check for you. It'll be done before this. It'll be official before this podcast even drops. Colton Swan's the next defense coordinator. Cash that check. Cash it. If you can get odds on it, if you can invest in that, whatever you can do, cash it. That's done. I'll give you one that I don't think a lot of people caught, but Eric Whittle did slip it, and the only name that makes sense is the safeties coach, Joe Dell, Weber State. Former University of Utah safety, Sugar
I missed
Bowl
that part.
champ.
Yeah.
So I've also, I'll give you names that I've heard or that we've heard that don't cash the check yet, but they're floating around. Aaron Roderick, floating around. Public knowledge, Alex Markham tweeting it 10 years late. Jordan Gross floating around. Joe Dell, like we said. Those are kind of the initial names. A lot in common outside of Roderick. A lot in common. Scalley's looking for guys like him that played at the U.
Yeah.
He wants Utah guys. That's why I put Sione Pua on the list. And Raylon Singleton.
Yeah.
It's what Scalley's looking for.
Name is slipping me right now. So you're gonna have to help me. 21 running back coach, went to USC with Lincoln.
No, he's with the Chargers. Now he's with the Chargers. Jim Harbaugh. His McDonald.
Yes.
Kyle McDonald.
Yeah. If you're not from Utah, you're using Utah as a stepping block.
Yep.
To get to the Big Ten, the SEC, your alma mater, NFL. So, yeah, I 100% agree. You need Utah guys through and through. And BYU's got to do the same.
Exactly. And a lot of the names that we've kind of said that we're losing, not Utah guys.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we know Jason Beck, not a Utah guy.
Covey, did you see Covey might be hurt?
Oh, no. But maybe he thinks, you know what? I'm a Scalley guy. It's time. It's time to go home. Would you take Scalley as receivers coach right now?
Absolutely, dude.
Just straight up receivers coach now with no experience.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Whitt has said, like, whenever he wants, he has a.
But that was Whitt.
True.
I think you might be right, though. It might be different for Scalley. Scalley still had to go the GA route. I bet he would probably make Britton Covey with no experience.
Dude.
Come back, graduate assistant. To go back, well, the guys we're losing aren't really Utah guys outside of if we lose Lewis Powell, but it happens. Can't blame him.
Yeah. Whitt's a Cougar.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not even.
Yeah. He's never us. He's never us. I'm excited to see. I think one thing, not to get two X's and O's, because we don't do that on this podcast.
Yes.
So bear with me really quick, because I'm not going to get super X's and O's. But the Whittingham defense is more kind of a philosophy thing, but the formations are open to change. So, like, the whole kind of nickel being our base package was really brought about by Scalley.
Yeah.
I wonder if with Swan, if we're going to go back to more of a 4-3 base package, where we're most of the time we have that third linebacker out, which under Scalley it was like most of the time we had two backers out.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting.
I think we will.
I've really enjoyed the nickel base.
Yeah.
And like we put a huge focus on safeties, right? Coming up, stepping up in the box and making tackles, and we put a lot in the league. So I kind of hope it stays the same, but we'll see. I don't really care either way. I'll
trust those coaches over what I think anyway. You know.
Yeah.
I just want it to work either way, and I know it can.
So I know we've talked about this before, but and the Vegas Bowl is gonna be different because Witt's just stepped down left, and now it's Morgan's team. I think Morgan will call the defense in this game just because that's just the setup right now. We only have a couple days left. Does he call it next year, or does he just say, Swan, you got it, pal? Like, what does he do?
I don't know what he does, but I gotta think. My best guess is that he has to let Swan do it.
Yeah.
Do it. He kind of said it. He kind of hint, or maybe it was. Maybe I shouldn't share, but I think he's ready. I think he's ready to hand over the reins. I don't think it's as easy as it comes off as.
No. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think he'll call it this week. And maybe Swan does. But
he might. Yeah, I'm something for everyone listening to watch for. I'll be watching for.
Yeah.
To see when they scan the sideline and we're on defense, is Scalley giving the nickel sign? Or is it Swan? I'm with you. I would put a lot of money that it's going to be Scalley for this season. Doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense to make the change, but if it was Swan, I wouldn't be like completely shocked.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, dude.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I am too. That's exactly what I want to talk about next as far as the bowl game. What I really want from this game, I want the seniors that aren't going pro, or that aren't shooing like first round seniors. You know, the dudes that still need a little bit more tape, or this is it. I want those guys playing a lot.
Okay.
And first and foremost, I want those guys playing as much as they want to play. Second are the guys that the staff knows. They know are coming back.
Yeah.
For an example, if you don't know that Devin Dampier is coming back, then I don't want to see Devin Dampier.
Yeah.
I want to see Bird Ficklin.
Yeah. It's almost like we saw this 2023 Vegas Bowl with Bryson Barnes in the portal playing for us.
Yeah, when we had guys that we knew were going to be coming back, like Brandon Rose.
Yeah.
UMass.
Yeah.
No, the staff has to know. I mean, there's going to be some that catch them by surprise, so they're not going to hit 100. But please, give it to the guys that you know are coming back for sure.
Yeah. I want to see a ton of Nikari Rogers.
I want to see a ton of yes. That's a great shout out. I want to see Nikari rush for 25 carries.
Yeah.
I want to see a lot of Luka.
Yes.
Luka Caldarala.
Yes. Absolutely. The GOAT, bro.
I want to see a lot of him, and not just on kickoff. I want to see him on offense. I want to see him going down the field.
Yeah.
Those are the guys I want to see. And I think that those guys will be like invested in the outcome of the game. And I want to win. I want to win.
Yeah.
I don't want another bowl loss.
Yeah.
Can't do it. No matter how meaningless they are, I just want that off of our back. I want it off our back.
Was it 16 or 17 was our
17.
last win?
17.
Last win. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I got. Those are my thoughts on the bowl game. I think it'll be a good game. I hope we rush all over them. It sounds like their rush defense is suspect, and even if we don't have Beck in full thought or whatever it might be, I think we can rush all over them. So that's what I want to see. Run for 400 yards.
I saw this proposal because bowl games don't really matter anymore. To push all bowl games. If you make a bowl game, you push it to week 0 next year. And it is like not a full game. It's like a half. It's a warm-up tune-up game. Might not even be televised, but you meet up somewhere. Let's say we play Nebraska in middle of August. And it's just like, let's just get going. Thoughts about that? And it's just playoffs right after the season.
You lost me until it didn't count. Why not push it to week 0, and the game is an actual game that actually counts, and everyone that made a bowl game just gets an extra game on the season.
13 games.
Yeah, why not? Because otherwise, I don't. If it doesn't matter, and they might play a half of a game, and there might not be any fans. Why the fuck do I care?
But then wouldn't the playoff teams have to play 13?
What do you mean?
Let's say
why would they have to play 13?
I think
12?
I think Miami's a perfect example. Miami goes 10-2, but we lose to Nebraska in week 0, and we go 10-3. They're gonna take Miami. I think it hurts. But I guess it gives you a chance to win that game.
To look back, yeah.
Yeah.
Miami might get punished for not. They might, or they might just throw out. I don't know how much the committee actually looks at the out of conference results.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. It's just like we don't have to worry. Like Spencer Fano doesn't have to worry about saying no, I'm not going to play. He just does. There's just no game, and then once your team is solidified, it's just like it's the perfect warm up game, and against a bowl eligible team, not a Idaho State or something. So yeah,
it could be a really good win for you early.
Yeah,
if Nebraska goes on a run next year, and you got that win early, I don't know. I like the theory.
Yeah,
I like the theory
it's
outside of I would just make the game count myself.
Okay.
I like that theory, or that idea.
Yeah.
Bowl games are in a tough spot. I was watching the Pop-Tart Bowl with my Phil yesterday, and it was like the second quarter. He spoke up and he's like, bowl games, like there's nothing these guys are even playing for anymore, and there's no pride in the game left. And I looked at him and said, yeah, that's kind of how it's been trending. You know, he's kind of started paying back attention to the Cougars in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Funny how that works.
Weird.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's kind of knew it. And, you know, I said, yeah, this is kind of how it's been trending for a while now. Like, bowl games have become less and less meaningful over time. So that was second quarter. Trophy presentation was happening. Kalani was smashing his face like a clown show. And I'm walking out to go to the pool. And my father-in-law goes, hey, look at that. There's a trophy. He said, don't you tell me there's nothing to play for. They got a trophy. I said, Phil, this is, you're the one that said there was no pride or anything associated with these games anymore. And I kind of agreed with you. But
brother.
They got a trophy to play for.
Brother. I mean, did you see Sataki absolutely smash those Pop-Tarts like he hasn't eaten in days?
It's brutal.
I mean, what are people's thoughts, dude? That's crazy. I would be so embarrassed if that was my coach, dude. That's so bad.
Have some decorum, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's fine to have fun, but have some decorum for the mantle that the head coaching title brings, you know?
Yeah.
Smashing Pop-Tarts in our face.
Yeah. The big popcorn, he was like... It was insane, dude.
They don't pay their coaches enough in Provo. He's got to get all the free meals he can, dude.
Yeah. It's insane. I was so embarrassed, dude. And it's not even my school.
It's brutal, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal. I got one more remaining question for you, then I can wrap it up.
Okay.
Unless you got another question.
No, I'm good.
Okay. My last question for you. Way too early. 2026 without a schedule. We know who we play in 2026, but we don't have the schedule, which matters a lot. So this is pre-schedule, way too early. What is your 2026 record prediction for Utah football? And what was it before Whitt retired?
Before Whitt retired, it was 11-1.
Okay.
Now it's 9-3.
Okay. That's roughly where I was. Actually, 2 games exact. I was saying 10-2. Pre-Whitt, and assuming everyone coming back, I'm at 8-4.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. It's just a lot happening to expect more than that. I don't think this is the death of our program. 8-4, 9-3 wouldn't certainly not be bad years by any stretch of the imagination, especially as a first year coach. But it has affected the hopes, I guess, or the expectations a little bit for next year, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, looking at the schedule, it seems easier than most years.
What are the odds that your 9-3 gets back to 10 wins for next year? What are the odds?
I think pretty high, dude. I think
what are your odds your prediction ever gets back to 11 wins?
Dude, I think it depends on the portal. You know what? If we hit some home runs in the portal, and spring ball comes around, and it's just like
You're loving every hire that Scalley's made. We've gotten all the right guys.
Yeah, if he has head scratchers, I'll be like, I don't know, maybe 7-5. But I think if he hits home runs, and I'm confident he's gonna hit home runs, I think he could go up, bro. I really do.
So, are the odds that you move it ever to 10 wins from 9-3 to 10-2? Would it be a favorite? Would it be like a minus 120 that's going to happen?
Yeah, it's a favorite. Yeah, it's a favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a favorite.
11 wins has to be an underdog, I imagine. We're talking
sure.
like plus 1,200 or less than
We're plus
1,000.
800.
Okay.
We'll go 800 range.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I like that.
dude, it really does. If we keep our core player group, and we have 9 of those guys that we really want back, plus our 2 5-star recruits, and we have a good portal, it's going to be a 10-11 win season.
So 9-3 now. If Devin Dampier transfers, where are you at immedially after? You're
9-3 still.
9-3. Okay.
Yeah, just because his experience, like we talked about with, there's just plays that Damp made because of his experience, and Bird doesn't have that yet.
If we get the official word that Damp is back, is it still 9-3?
10-2.
Okay. Whoa.
It's a game. Damp's a game changer. One
Damp
game
is
changer.
a game. Okay.
One game.
That's fair. I think.
Yeah.
I think his experience alone is worth a game.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Hell, I mean, Bear Bachmeyer went 11-1, and he was a true freshman, so maybe it doesn't matter as much, but
If the A-Rod rumors are true and he is our next offense coordinator, do you think that there's any chance Bear transfers?
no.
That would be diabolical, though. You got to admit.
Hill, Michigan, A-Rod, Utah with Bear.
And Gary Anderson, and Sione Pua, and Raylon Singleton.
All of them just come.
That's all I got. What do you got?
I think to add to your wants as coaches, I think Britton Covey's the first call because he's probably gonna have surgery tonight. So
That sucks.
it sucks. Yeah, it didn't look good. Who knows what it is? But he was returning the kick. Fair caught it, tripped over a guy, and went right to his knee. It kind of looked like he hyperextended it.
Yeah, hopefully just a scare. Sometimes those can be just a scare.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It
we see it
hurts
all the time.
initially, and
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
hopefully
even
it's
the
that.
smallest tweaks could be an ACL tear, but yeah, those aren't bad. So, yeah, I mean,
fires
hell,
up
we've had our
to the goat.
running back get out of bed in the morning and tear his meniscus. So,
Yeah, you never know. Knees are finicky things, but prayers up to Britton Covey. If it is serious, I think he should seriously consider coming back and going the Morgan Scalley route.
yeah, take him.
I'm not going to promote him straight. I'm not going to promote him straight to wide receiver coach, but he can be a GA.
Yeah, I mean,
He'll work his way up.
I don't think he's hurting for money, so
He doesn't.
I think
Would
he
not
should-
need. Yeah,
yeah, he's good.
he'd be good. He'd be good
Yeah,
for a
he's
couple of years. Slot receiver, graduate assistant.
Yeah, thought about. Is there like a return specialist position?
That's the thing, dude. Like, there's not on most staffs there isn't, but you can do whatever.
You
the
can
fuck
take it,
you want.
yeah.
So yeah, he could be the slot receiver, return specialist
Yeah,
coach.
bang. Yeah,
Got it all figured out. But he's got
They
to
should
figure out
hire
how to
us.
recruit, too.
they should hire us. Yeah,
Analysts.
yeah. You remember the Holy War? I was like, watch the QB draw. QB draw. It's like, I should be making $1 million calling this shit, dude. This is crazy.
Man, we got to get a win this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to get back to the pool. Love you.
All right. Love you.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thanks for all the subscribers. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. We're almost there. Share this with a friend. Tell them to subscribe. Make sure your notifications are turned on so that when we upload this, you know and get notified that it's uploaded and ready to listen. Your 2 favorite sports talk hosts. And this is episode 34 of Tailgate Talk. Thank you all. And as always, go Utes.
Go Utes.
That's it for Tailgate number 34. Thanks for dropping by. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss another Tailgate. If you made it this far in the video, we thank you, and comment down below, "I'm a big shining star," and be on the lookout for a little Easter egg next video. Bye-bye.